CIC was critical to the success of Intrepid's missions and the safety of the crew. Intrepid crew members recount tense situations in CIC.
I'd have to say probably on this ship, my 2 years on the Intrepid were probably the hardest I've ever worked in my entire life. I mean, 2 hours sleep at any one time was a luxury.
The pace was fast. It was constant. So in other words, you would update a contact every couple minutes.
We kept doing this, as it was going on all day when you're in battle. You, a radar operator, a plotter, and a fighter direction officer who was contacting the pilot and giving him directions, vectors, to intercept an enemy plane or enemy planes coming in. And that was the thrill of being sort of part of that kill that the pilot was going to make. And it would be, you'd be in there and you'd be watching the progress of the raid coming in and the track of the friendlies, your fighter planes, approaching them. Then when you heard that tally-ho, which meant a pilot could see him, your hairs on the back of your neck stood up a little bit until you heard splash.
When we were leaving Hong Kong Harbor to go back to the line in Vietnam, it was so foggy you couldn't see halfway towards the end of the deck. And I had a tremendous radar navigation team. I also went to school for that. And we had the chart of Hong Kong Harbor, and we had places that we'd shoot bearings on with the radar. And the navigator called down, and he said, he's a commander, and he says, Richard, usually commanders don't call you by your first name. He said, you know where we are? I said, yes. I said, I do know where we are. And he said, then take us out of here, because I'd have no idea where we are, because I can't see anything. So we came out, and then the navigator and the captain announced that the ship was operating under radar navigation, and we took it out, my team and I, we took it out into the ocean, and as soon as we got out into the ocean, then the fog cleared away, the fog cleared up, and then we were headed back to the line.
The only thing that happened was when we had pilots go in the water, and you just had to react immediately. You had to get right on the DRT and change the scale and start plotting where you were, where the plane went in the water, and get on the 1MC and announce throughout the ship where this plane was so they could go and rescue the plane. Rescue the pilot, really. And that you had to do, 10 seconds ago was too late.